Combining prayers in the Hanafi school. Can Hanafis combine prayers? This is a perennial question, and it often causes problems when Muslims are traveling and they're traveling with companions or in a country where they do combine prayers, such as the Shafi'i, Hanbali and Maliki. The Hanafis don't combine prayers. So in this situation, yes, the Hanafis do believe that their position is the strongest position and they don't believe in combining prayers. However, in a situation which I'm going to mention in a minute, you can combine prayers. The Hanafis believe that combining prayers is only done in Arafah, which during the days of Hajj, so that would be the Dhuhr and the Asr, so that's bringing the Asr forward into the time of Dhuhr and reading Dhuhr and Asr together, or taking the Dhuhr into the time of the Asr and praying both of them together, and then in the Muzdalifah praying the Maghrib and the Isha together. Outside of that, the Hanafis don't believe in combining prayers. However, if you're in another country and you travel frequently and you're on the buses, those people are going to combine prayers, so they're not really going to stop for you. So in that situation, there's a dilemma for you. What do you do? There's two understandings of combining here. The understanding of combining the Hanafis have, it's like a kind of visual combining, but it's not really combining. That's where the hadith of Rasulullah that he prayed, sat down and then got up and then prayed again and then moved on. So that's like praying at the end of the time. So what you would do is you'd pray at the end of a prayer time. For Maghrib and Isha, what the seemingly combining would be that you'd pray right at the end of the Maghrib time where you have like 5 minutes left, and then you pray, and then the minute you finish, like 30 seconds to a minute later the time has finished, you get up and then you pray the Isha and then you move on. So it visually looks like you've combined two prayers together, but you've prayed them in their own time. The other madahib believe in combining prayers. So even though the Hanafis, in their madhab, they don't combine prayers, but there are dispensations in place if you're in other places where they do combine prayers, or even if you're in a Western country where you don't have access to water, a safe place to pray, or a masjid, you can combine prayers. But it's not an easy case of, okay, so we're going to combine prayers and you start combining prayers. It doesn't work like that. You need to know the prerequisites of the school that go with it. So if you're going to follow the Shafi'i madhab, it's best to ask a Shafi'i teacher. You combine prayers. How do you combine prayers? What's the prerequisite? The prerequisite in this instance would be the wudu. You need to make sure your wudu, because the wudu is the prerequisite to your prayer. So you need to make sure that your wudu is in line with the Shafi'i madhab, which means that the Bismillah, because Hanafis don't say Bismillah. Many times they go into the toilet, they know they're in the washroom and there's a toilet there, they will not say the Bismillah. I mean, you can put the lid down and then say the Bismillah, but people are not often aware of that. So they don't say Bismillah. In the Shafi'i school, that would render your wudu null and void because you've missed out a obligatory element of the wudu. And then there is doing it in the correct order. Some Hanafis get lazy, or they don't know how to do wudu properly, and they do wudu in a haphazard manner. In the Shafi'i madhab, you need to do it tartib, in its order. So it's best to ask somebody how you make wudu properly, and then to pray as a Shafi'i prays, and then combine the prayer.